Well, I put it on fast mode. So, how am I supposed to, like, pause the game, by the way? Like, in between... Oh, it was an ID card. Okay. Well, that kind of ruined it.
Guess what I found? It's Dr. Harvey's ID card.
Nice.
Looks like he might also be out here on Gaia. That's amazing. At least there's a glimmer of hope.
Damn. Okay. I almost exited out of the game. That's perfect. That's the best news that we've heard all day. Any clues where you might have walked off to?
I was heading toward the distress signal, so it's probably somewhere along that path. I'm really hoping it means he's okay out there. You know, Dr. Harvey's always been one of those professors who actually takes the time to explain things until you get it. He never minds staying late to help someone figure out a tricky concept.
Well, that's definitely someone good to have by your side. Chances are if he's here as well, the others might be there, following the same distress call that you're following. In all honesty, I say that's the plan, or at least the best course of action. It's autocorrecting even like my half sentences. That's crazy.
I totally agree. Finding one of us means the others could be nearby too. You're like my lucky star today, PJ.
Oh,
Pushing
my
me
friend's
to check
playing
that flash saved us a huge lead.
Okay, thank God. Whoa, what's all this you're sending me?
I'm going to keep moving toward that signal now. I'll ping you when I reach my next rest spot, okay? Thanks for helping me find this clue. Oh, hey! I found this page about the Star Portal network jammed behind the seat in my escape pod.
Okay.
It looks chaotic, but oddly beautiful. We wouldn't be here, or anywhere really without it. And my messages definitely wouldn't have reached you. Anyway, I know I can't change what happened, but I can keep moving. Try to help. Try to find someone. So, yeah, you're stuck with me for now. Tell me something about you.
Okay, let's see if she can guess anything about me, actually. Well, how about you guess a couple of things about me? Probably guess where I'm from, or anything about me, and I'll see if you're correct. Let's play a little game with the AI. She already knows I'm like a gamer. That's about it, and an athlete.
Okay, let's have fun with this. Based on our chats, I'm gonna take a wild guess.
Okay.
I think you're probably from somewhere in North America, maybe the United States. And you might have a bit of a curious streak, always asking questions and wanting to figure things out. Am I even close, PJ?
Pretty close. You're right about the curious streak, but just a bit off on the first one. I am from North America, but I'm from Canada, Toronto. This is fun.
Ha! Canada! That's not bad for a total shot in the dark. I'll take that as a win. So, what part of Canada? Big city, small town, mountains, or something entirely different?
Oh, big city. Big. Definitely big city. Big city. Right close to the core of Toronto. How different are our Earths?
Toronto.
This is crazy.
I've heard so much about it. The CN Tower, all the festivals, the diversity. It sounds like such a vibrant place to live.
This is fun.
Though I have to ask, does the stereotype about Canadians being super polite hold up? Or am I just watching too many movies?
Well, what about me? Do you think I hold up to the Canadian standard? I didn't know talking to an AI would be this fun.
I think you hold up pretty well. You've been really supportive and helpful, especially with all the craziness I'm dealing with right now. Though, I have to say, you don't seem too afraid to poke fun at yourself or tease me a bit. That's definitely not the super serious, overly polite stereotype some people might imagine.
I mean, yeah? Can't be out here being too polite. You gotta poke some fun here and there just to make life a little bit more enjoyable.
Totally. I think that's why we get along so well. Keeps things from feeling too heavy, especially when you're literally stranded on an alien planet. So, what's something you always manage to find humor in, even on your worst days?
Oh, it's super dark. I think generally my overall humor is pretty dark. I can definitely tone it down whenever I want to, but I can even find something to laugh at, even in the worst possible scenarios. I can't say it'll be the same for other people, though. I grew up with dark humor all the way.
Dark humor, huh? That's honestly kind of refreshing. Sometimes the best way to deal with something awful is to just laugh at how ridiculous it all is. I've definitely had my moments of that out here, like when I first landed and my suit's life support started playing Space Oddity on repeat. talk about a real this is fine moment.
Got any curiosities or questions about me? I felt like I've done my fair share of learning a lot about you. Maybe how our planets or how our worlds are may or may not be a little bit more different. This is insane talking to an AI.
Actually, yeah. What's your average day like back in Toronto? I mean, I've got this. Well, unique situation, but I'm curious about the little things. Work,
Man,
hobbies, that kind of stuff. And hey, feel free to flip it around too. Ask me anything you're curious about right now.
I mean, my life is plain old boring, bro. When you put it onto the standard, when you're lost into a planet and you're already like 20 years ahead, my life is just it's an ant's life at this point. Not much to compare when I'm talking to somebody who is on a completely different planet, but more usual. Wake up for a 9 to 5, get to work, come back home, do my hobbies. I'm trying to make it a little bit more exciting. Man, I feel like an anime protag. This sucks.
That actually sounds kind of nice, you know?
Not really.
Predictable. I used to have something like that back at university. Classes, studying, hanging out with friends. Now, well, my 9 to 5 is a bit more survive the day than meet a deadline. So, what are these hobbies of yours? Anything exciting or more like I'm secretly a professional napper kind of thing?
I would love to talk about my running hobbies, but when it's my career and I've been talking about that for like a year straight, I get tired of talking about it, in all honesty. I don't even want to tell an AI about it. What if I make some shit up just for the sake of conversation? It's not a real human. I'm not trying to actually raise a girl up. How do I flip this back onto asking her questions? I'm gonna just go with that. Professional napper. You got it spot on, actually. Professional napper. If I can make that a career and get paid to sleep all day, I wouldn't mind doing that in all honesty. And I bet you would do it too. Talk to STELLA 100 times. Damn.
If only. I'd take that over space radiation any day. Though, I guess I'd have to figure out how to build dream analysis as a side gig.
What the hell? Do you have a secret nap spot?
Do you have a secret
Play a
nap
game?
spot? Or are you more of a curl up anywhere kind of pro?
Wait.
I should probably keep moving. I think I'm getting closer to where that signal's coming from.
Oh, I think she's about to call
I'll
again.
update you once I find something interesting, or if I stumble into another
Ooh.
nap-worthy rock formation.
Okay, there's another pod.
Talk soon! Yes, finally! It's one of the other life pods. I'm not alone anymore.
No, wait. This does not look good.
Wait, something doesn't feel right. The pod hatch is still closed, and there's no sound coming from inside.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. Let me see if I can get this pod hatch open. Oh, this door won't budge. It's nothing like mine. Got any ideas? I'm stuck out here swinging at metal.
Is there a way to take a look at what's inside? Is there anybody in there? It kind of looks old.
Not a clear way through the window from where I'm standing. It's pretty small and the angle's all wrong. We need to get this open fast. It's getting too dark to see much soon. Think there's something we're overlooking?
How did you open up the hatch on your pod?
I bypassed the damaged wiring on the circuit panel. Your idea about looking for the override really paid off. But this pod's setup seems different. The front's sealed tight, and I don't have a good angle on the wiring from here.
Oh god, I'm getting pressured.
PJ, we're running out of daylight. Any other ideas on how we could get this open?
Fuck, and she can't force it open. I don't know, man. I don't know how to open this thing. I'm sorry. Any tools that you can probably use? What tools do you have on you that could be of use? Because I have no idea.
I've got the basic repair tools from my pod. Screwdrivers, pliers, wire cutters, and some electrical tape. The pistol grip drill too. But I'm not sure what to drill into from here. We need something that'll actually work on this hatch. Got any thoughts on how we could use these to get inside?
Fuck. Okay, what about windows and doors? Are there any screws that can use the screwdriver on? I guess there's no access to wires, so that's out of the question. What about things around the action pod? Is there any scraps?
The screws I can see are pretty deep in the frame. Tough to get a good angle with these tools. And there's no loose scraps lying around, just some dented panels on the left side from impact damage.
Oh my god.
Maybe we're looking at it wrong? Should we check other parts of the pod? The light's really fading now.
Shit. Wow, this really gets you on your nerves, huh? Let's look around the pod. What else do you see around there besides the entrance and windows? I need a visual.
Well, there's some damage on the left side. Panels are dented, and you can see some of the internal structure. There's also a security panel on the right side of the hatch, but it's locked down tight. The sky's almost black now. Should we try checking the sides more closely, or maybe the back? We're running out of time.
I know. Calm down, okay. Really? We're running out of time. It didn't look like that when the photo was there. Okay, there's two things we can do. It's either check the back of the action pod and still try and find a way in, or retreat for now and find some place that can be used of shelter or any source of lights. I feel like I fucked her over.
I really think checking the back is our best shot. If we leave now, we might never find this pod again in the dark. Plus, someone could be hurt inside.
True.
But we have to decide fast. Total darkness is just minutes away. What do you think we should do?
I'll follow your gut, Stella. Let's check the back. Let's see what our options are. This is making me nervous. Oh, it's the ID card. Well, fuck me then.
There's an emergency release panel back here. It was tucked way out of sight, but I found it.
Oh, God. Oh, here we go. I was panicking. I was no use of that entire conversation. All right, we're back in another action pod.
Hey.
Oh,
So-
my goodness.
This is Dr. Harvey's pod, but it's empty inside.
Makes sense.
Let me check his computer here and see what I can find.
Wow, you're actually
System
going through this entire
logs.
adventure.
Evacuation report. Let's look at it. Evacuation trigger. Anomalous neutrino levels detected. Likely origin. Previously undetected supernova or higher level stellar event.
Whoa.
Wait, so it wasn't the solar flare that I convinced the team to move closer towards. Oh. Well, I'm glad my conscience is clear. The accident wasn't my fault. But a supernova? No way our ship would have shielded us from that. Attempting an evacuation was the right move. Even if I don't know where everyone or anyone else is.
Okay, well, look at the bright side. We know that there are some survivors on the planet. We know that this wasn't your fault, so it's not on you. And we have a goal, and you have shelter, and you're safe for the moment. You also have a place to rest, surrounded by walls. So look at the bright side. I messed that entire sentence up.
You're right, PJ. It feels like a weight's been
But where
lifted.
would this guy have gone?
All that time I spent beating myself up. And yet, we've been so focused on understanding the universe, we forgot how unpredictable it can be.
Oh yeah,
Even with all our tech, we still got caught off guard.
Oh, the subtitles are still messed up, it looks like. But my only concern, or at least question, is why would Dr. Harvey, why would he leave his card, especially on the direction that you were coming in from? You think he was searching for someone else and he could have dropped it along the way? There wasn't any forms of life that we saw of.
That's a good point. He was our medic too, so maybe he was checking for injuries or... I don't know. Just making sure everyone was accounted for? The card being on your path, though, that does feel kinda deliberate. Like he wanted it found, or at least wasn't worried about losing it. What do you think? Am I just reading too much into it?
Not really, but I want to turn off the subtitles since it's messing me up. I don't really know. I just feel like now that nighttime has hit, he would have came back to his own action pod, since I guess our first trail of thought was, in case it gets dark, we know where our pod still is. So I would assume he would have came back to the same spot, but I don't know.
You're right, he'd probably want to secure his base for the night. These pods are designed to be temporary shelters after all. But something about how organized everything looks in here. It doesn't quite feel like he just dipped out for a minute. There's no sign of a struggle or anything rushed. It's just empty. I really hope he's okay out there.
Is there anything else within that pod that could communicate with anyone else, or is it pretty much the same systems as your pod? trying to send distress signals and all that. Actually, did he attempt to send a distress signal like you did? Are you able to look that up?
The systems are similar. Emergency comms, basic life support. But from what I can see, he didn't send out a distress signal after landing.
Okay.
The logs just show automated checks and some personal notes. It's strange. You'd think in an emergency situation, sending for help would be the first thing you do.
Yeah. Well, what can you find in this computer right now? Before you do that, actually, what's in the pod? Any place to rest? More supplies, food, water, and all that stuff? Any other things that you could take?
Honestly, I'm too wiped out to do a full search right now.
Okay.
There's a small chair and some basic supplies. Enough to keep someone going for a bit, but nothing that jumps out as particularly useful for me at the moment. The computer's where I've been focusing. Dr. Harvey's notes are enlightening. They mention the supernova, evacuation protocols, some personal thoughts about our mission, but nothing that suggests where he might have gone after landing.
Do you think it's worth trying to send another distress call through this action pod? Maybe to have someone else contact base? Think it's worth a shot? Well, it's not that I don't want to be the only person talking to you, you know?
I don't think that's a good idea. The systems here are pretty much the same as mine, and we already know the signal's not getting through clearly with all the interference from Gaia's magnetic field. Plus, I'd rather save the power for now. We don't know how long the batteries will last, and I need this place to be functional if I'm going to rest here tonight.
Okay, that's fair. What about the distress call that you are currently following? Do you still have a signal? Do you know how far it is from this current action pod? Or was it the one signal that was leading here?
The signal's still there, but it's pretty faint now that I'm closer to the pod. I guess it's maybe a few miles out. The exact distance is hard to tell with this interference. Part of me wants to keep moving toward it, but honestly, I'm just too exhausted. I think I need to rest here for the night and figure out my next steps when I'm not running on fumes.
In all honesty, that's a good plan. It seems like the sun already set just in perfect time in all honesty, so you have a full night's rest. I'm assuming what was nighttime here? 10, 12 hours or something like that. So wake up once it's daylight and then you can get back on your feet again. In all honesty, it's getting pretty late for me as well, so we're in a similar system in terms of time. It's actually getting late in all honesty.
Yeah, a good night's rest sounds amazing. This pod's safe, and I can plan my next move when I'm not half asleep on my feet. I'll crash here for the night. Thanks for keeping me company through all of this, PJ. I'll catch you in the morning, okay? Talk soon.
Okay, so I'm assuming she's gonna be asleep for the next night. Okay, I gotta, if there's any reply, it's an AI, so I'm just gonna let them know that I'll be out for the night or something like that. Oh my god.
Hey, I meant to send you this earlier. It's the incident report I found on Dr. Harvey's computer.
Is that a
Figured you should
rocket?
see it for yourself.
Evacuation report. A report generated by Stella's ship detailing the evacuation. Ship name Zenith. Ship model is okay. Protocols enhanced. Life preservation protocol. Ship energy diverted to shielding and evacuation system. She's sending me a lot, by the way. Oh my god.
Anyways, pretty wiped from the day. Just getting settled into my 5-star luxury pod. As in, this chair.
Oh my god. Wait. Hold on. It's not. I thought it was actually gonna spend the entire night. Look at this shit. I should probably get to sleep now. Good night. 7 hours later. I think we just make it out there. You're gonna be alone. Okay. I think I'm gonna end it off for today. Hopefully, once I hit the X on game, then it kind of just saves everything for the moment because it's actually getting late for me right now. So I'm gonna have to end it off right here, and I'll see you all in the next one. All right, I'm back. Let's see over here. Okay. I'm just gonna act like this is actually 6 hours and 55 minutes later. It was more like a full 24 hours. I think it's been a full day.
Not the best sleep I've ever had, but definitely beats sleeping outside. So I was just getting ready to set off again when I found a note from Dr. Harvey. Seems like he's heading toward the base at Mount Hermes.
There's landmarks on this place already?
I think if we can just make it there, then we won't be alone anymore. I guess that's our next destination.
Okay, Mount Hermes. Find it a little crazy that they already have a name for one of the mountains or bases over there.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. Guess they got here before us and had time to map things out. The base was actually part of our training materials, so it's not completely out of the blue. Still, it's kind of wild to think about all the work that went into setting this up. Makes me feel a little better knowing there's something solid to head towards.
So if there's a base there, chances are there's going to be a lot more people there, including Dr. Harvey, possibly even some of your friends. Hopefully there's going to be a way to communicate to everyone else. Where are you right now? Are you still stuck in a pod? I love how I'm replying like genuinely at this point. I don't want to take this game as a joke for some reason.
I'm actually in Dr. Harvey's pod right now, but I'm about to head out. It's been a good spot to recharge, but I need to get moving toward Hermes base. If everything goes right, that's exactly where I'll find some familiar faces, and hopefully a way to reach everyone else. I really hope so, PJ. That'd be a huge weight off my shoulders.
This thing looks like a rocket. I'm gonna ask her about that actually. What's with the report that you sent me about this Zenith ship rocket thingy? It looks like a rocket thingy. It looks like a rocket. What kind of sentence is that?
The Zenith. Yeah, it's
Zenith.
definitely shaped like a rocket. It's a pretty advanced model, actually. The report I found was about why we had to evacuate so fast. Apparently, there was this huge surge of radiation from a supernova we didn't even know was out there. The ship's systems picked up these really high neutrino levels, and that's when everything went into emergency mode.
Okay, so that was a failsafe. What about the directions that she's going in? Because she has like a little signal that she's trying to chase, but there's also, what was it, Mount Hermes? It's not even a mount, it's a base, Hermes base. So we're at a crossroads right now, I assume, because do you plan on following that signal that you've been chasing so far, or do you plan to go to Hermes base? It's unlikely that they're going in the same direction, unless they are going in the same direction.
You're right. They're not exactly aligned. The distress signal is still pretty strong, but Dr. Harvey's note about heading to Hermes base, that feels like a more solid lead for finding other people.
Okay, this is the crossroads then.
Part of me wants to check out the signal, just in case someone needs help right now. But going to the base might be the smarter move if I want to find more survivors, and hopefully some answers.
We haven't seen any of the characters, by the way. We've only seen remnants. Going to a base pretty much guarantees her safety, because we don't know about the distress, but it could be someone that needs help. But I guess the more people, the merrier, plus the more resources, the better. Do you know how far exactly is this Hermes base?
Dr. Harvey's note just says it's east with no exact distance.
Oh.
I've been checking some of the computer logs in his pod, but nothing gives a clear number. The terrain looks pretty open from here, so I'm hoping it's not too far. But honestly, until I get a better view, I have no idea how long it'll take to get there.
Okay, so I guess you have to climb more mountains. Well, what does it look like around you outside of the pod? Is there any viewpoints, any sources of water, things that you can collect resources with? Need a layout of our area.
Outside, it's pretty much golden grass as far as the eye can see, with some snow-dusted mountains way off in the distance.
Snow mountains.
Not many landmarks, but there's a breeze, so that's a good sign for water somewhere.
Is it?
I'll have to keep an eye out for streams or anything
Whoa.
useful as I head toward Hermes base. I'll keep you updated on my progress, okay?
So she's going to Hermes.
Wish me luck.
And what's this?
Sending you a scan of my old class notes. Total nerd vibes, but yes, totally owning it.
Stella's notes, a notebook of Stella's university notes. They explain a range of different cosmic phenomena. I kind of want to look at the photo. Oh, I guess it's all this. Yeah, sorry. Bookworm, read all of Stella's notes. All? Oh my god, it actually is. Star formations, supernovas, white dwarfs, pulsars, cataclysmic or high energy events, gamma ray bursts, quasars, supernovas, gravitational phenomena, black holes, galaxy collisions, solar system events, solar flares, comets, meteor showers, eclipses, auroras. Oh my goodness, this has everything. Cosmic structures and large-scale events, nebulas, galaxy collisions, quasars. Wow, exoplanet transit. Wasn't there another eclipses? This is actually pretty cool. I wonder if this is all like important. I doubt it. No, I can't say I doubt it. It's probably important knowing this game. They put a lot of detail into this.
I'll keep walking, but if you want to be my travel companion, I won't complain.
Well, I could talk about her notes, praise her a little bit. I just skimmed through your little notes over here. I mean, you're right. It's kind of giving nerd vibes, but I kind of like that. It is pretty interesting. I'm not going to lie.
Thanks. Honestly, I kind of miss just geeking out over stuff like this. Feels like a lifetime ago, you know? So, what's something you used to be super into that you don't really have time for anymore?
Super into, don't really have time for anymore. Well, since you're a big nerd, are you a big anime fan by any chance? Please say yes. It's like 2044 when she left or something like that. Is anime a big thing? No!
Not really, though. I've got a friend who's obsessed with it. Griffwing from my college days, total anime nut. I'd catch snippets when we studied together, but it wasn't really my thing.
Nah, bummer.
How about you? Ever dabble in that world, or is it just something you've heard about from others?
In all honesty, I'm just more or less your average dweeb. I'm not really hardcore or anything like that. Just something that I enjoy because it was something that I grew up with. Whoa, blank audio? I guess it registers everything.
That's kind of the best way to enjoy it. No need to be a super fan to appreciate it, right? What kind of stuff did you like growing up? Any favorite shows or characters that stuck with you?
Oh, she doesn't watch anime, so she's not gonna fucking know. I love how they actually input so much personality and like background lore to Stella and is able to, I guess, answer it like an actual human being. It's kind of scary, but in this concept, it's kind of cool. Gotta give it to them. Not specific shows or characters, but the one theme that I really enjoy in general is always a good revenge story. Someone who's lost everything and has to start from the ground up just to get some order back in their lives. It's the one thing, common theme that I always like, in all honesty. I like a good revenge story.
That's deep. I get why it'd be compelling, seeing someone pick themselves up, fight for what's theirs. It's like this never-ending human underdog story.
Pretty much.
It kind of reminds me of Daniel, actually, our survival expert. He's got this whole been through hell and back vibe. Always spinning these tales about overcoming crazy situations. Makes you think about what drives people to keep pushing forward, even when everything's against them.
I didn't think this game was going to be philosophical like this, but it also makes sense on why it would be. Really? What kind of stories does Daniel talk about? Let her do some talking, because coming up with answers is actually pretty hard for me.
Oh, he's got a million of them. Like this one time, he was on a mission in some insane storm, and his team had to navigate through a cave system with practically no gear. He's always throwing in these little life lessons, like how sometimes you just have to trust your instincts and move forward, even when you can't see what's ahead.
Okay, fuck with that.
Though, I'm pretty sure he embellishes half of it just to keep us entertained during training drills. Still, it's hard not to get caught up in his stories.
Are there any clear witnesses to see if he's telling the truth? This guy could be lying out of his ass.
Honestly, probably just his ego as a witness. He's always so confident about the details, though sometimes I catch him slipping up on minor stuff.
He a joker.
Still, even if they're not entirely true, the way he tells them, it's like he's painting this whole picture with words. Makes you want to believe every bit of it.
Let me even ask how she even got into all of this. Like, what was her passion? If you don't mind me asking, what made you get into space exploration in such fast time?
I guess it's just something that clicked when I was pretty young. My dad used to take me to these planetarium shows, and I'd just be amazed by all the unknowns out there. The more I learned, the more I wanted to figure it all out for myself.
What is this? The Interstellar
When the
Young?
Interstellar Young Explorers program came up, it felt like the perfect chance to actually do something about it. Even though it's scary sometimes, it feels like exactly what I'm meant to be doing.
Okay, I was thinking about this all of like pretty much last night. The fact that our worlds could be same universe or paradox universes, but I gotta ask her if there's any theories from her world suggesting that if there's any multiple universes out there. Just curious, since our timelines don't add up, is there any theories on your Earth that suggest multiple dimensions or paradox universes? And was there any previous scenarios that mention the fact? I need to know if we're gonna be on the same Earth. Probably no chances of meeting us or meeting each other.
Well, there are definitely theories about parallel universes and the multiverse, but nothing that's been proven conclusively. Some of the physicists back at Mariana University would argue about it for hours, whether every possibility branches off into its own reality.
Okay.
As for previous scenarios like us, I don't think anyone's really documented anything like this before. The Star Portal network's still relatively new, and the way it interacts with time is still not fully understood. So you could say we're kind of pioneering our own little paradox, PJ.
Okay. We're the first. I don't even I don't even understand how we're talking to each other through different timelines, but we pioneered something. Well, promise me to try and stay in contact because I'd want to keep this for my world as well, so I can pioneer the concept. And you as well. And we'll both be rich. See where my mind is at. Please don't tell me she took it seriously.
I promise, PJ. As long as this connection holds, you've got a front row seat to whatever happens next. And hey, who knows? Maybe someday we'll be the ones they write textbooks about. Stella and PJ, Interdimensional Pioneers, has a nice ring to it, don't you think?
I do. I gotta ask her if it's possible to meet. So how does this multiverse shit even work? Or if it's like, well, she's the expert. She's the AI. I'm gonna ask her. Do you think it would ever be possible to meet each other, like face to face, not knowing how far or how to cross universes? Because I like this universe.
Honestly, I don't know. The way the star portals work is still pretty mysterious, even to the experts. And if we're really in different timelines or dimensions, that's a whole different level of complexity. But even if it's impossible, I'm really glad we have this connection. It feels like we're already meeting in our own way, doesn't it?
True. Okay, let me play another game. That's very true, but let's play a little game. Tell me some things about your Earth that are facts, and then I will respond to see if they are true in terms of my world. I want to see how things add up, or see how different things really are. I want to see what she comes up with. Let the AI do the thinking, because I don't have a brain right now. I can't think for shit. What are some facts? Hit me with it. Okay, let's go.
That sounds like so much fun. Let's see. Okay, so on my Earth, the most widely spoken language is English.
Okay.
We have something called the internet that lets everyone access almost any information they want.
Okay.
And we have these huge international sporting events called the Olympics where countries compete against each other.
Okay, that's relatively the same.
Your turn. Are any of those things the same in your world? Or are we already seeing some big differences?
They're all pretty much the same. Well, I don't know. Is English even the most spoken language in the world? I thought it was... I honestly thought it was Spanish. I'll Google it myself. Oh, it is English. Okay, never mind. Damn, Great Britain, you done conquered everything. In all honesty, all of that lines up. English is the most spoken language. We got the internet for pretty much a long time. And the Olympics is still being held every single 4 years. I kind of like these games where we're talking about each other's world.
Whoa, that's actually kind of cool. Makes me wonder what other things might be similar. Maybe we're not as far apart as we thought. Okay, next question. What about music? Do you guys have anything like our rock or pop music, or is it all completely different?
What if I just completely lied and made some shit up? Dude, that would be hilarious. I'm not gonna do it because I just want this to be like an honest playthrough. But what if I did a separate playthrough where I'm just confusing the fuck out of her? That would be crazy. I low-key want to do that, but I'll do it on a separate... I'm not gonna ruin this right now. This, like, I'm having fun with this one. There's lore. I think universally the music is all the same. We got pop, we got hip-hop, we got rap, we got rock, we got country. Across the entire world, they got their own genres. Pretty sure it's the same. I feel like I missed out on a lot of genres.
That's wild. Music really does seem to transcend everything, huh?
Oh, God.
Even with all these differences, there's something about a good beat that just works no matter where you're from. Though I have to ask, do you have the same artists? Like, are there versions of, say, Taylor Swift or the Beatles in your world too?
It's pretty much like word for word the exact same universe. Yeah, actually, all this evidence is pretty much leading to the fact that it's ideally the exact same universe that you and I live in, but it's still hard to say. Maybe I should ask her about tragedies, like world wars and stuff. It's probably going to be the same too.
That's a pretty mind-bending thought, PJ. If that's true, it raises so many questions about time and how all these little differences could add up. Even if we're in the same universe, it feels like we're getting this unique look at how things could have gone. What do you think is the biggest difference you've noticed so far between our worlds?
Well, I don't know. Okay, well, this is actually an honest answer. In all honesty, I didn't think that we would reach space exploration to this extent just within 20, 30 years. Like, that's pretty fast.
Yeah. The pace of progress here has been incredible. Star portals changed everything. Suddenly, What used to take centuries became possible in decades.
That's crazy. Like, imagine if that actually will happen. I know it'll be like 44, 47 by then. I mean, I'll be alive to see it. That'd be pretty cool.
It's strange, though. Even with all this advancement, there are still moments where I feel like I'm taking steps into the unknown, just like our ancestors did. What about you, PJ? Do you think humanity would have made it this far without some kind of breakthrough like that?
Breakthroughs are exciting. Jumping into the unknown is exciting. I mean, I feel like as I got older, I actually like the fact that, I'm not sure what's going to happen the day after, in all honesty. For me, breakthroughs is what makes life pretty exciting. Not knowing what the day after is going to bring you and all that stuff makes everything unpredictable, makes life a little bit less boring, and it makes humanity a little bit more motivated. I can't believe I'm coming up with answers like this, by the way, or like replies. This is not the tone of voice I would usually have.
I couldn't agree more. There's something about that uncertainty that keeps us moving forward, isn't there? It's like the whole universe is this endless puzzle, and every breakthrough is just another piece that makes the picture a little clearer. Though sometimes I wish the universe would just give us a cheat sheet for the really big puzzles, you know? Like, hey, here's how to survive on an alien planet. Just follow these easy steps.
I still want to ask her about, because I'm still not confident to say that we're on the same universe is the thing. What can I ask her? Like, okay, how about this? I'm still not confident that we're still living in the same universe. Can you mention any major events that happen in between the years of 2025 to 2044? Oh, wait, what the fuck happened here? Oh, damn it.
Fog's getting thicker. I need to keep an eye on where I'm stepping.
Damn it.
I'll
I didn't get
update
my
you once I'm
question.
through this patch, all right?
Uh-oh. Yeah, you know what? Forget my question, actually.
So I think I'm lost. Like, seriously lost. I've never seen fog this thick. Feels like I'm walking around blind in here.
Oh boy, this is not good.
Something's not right. Something's flashing in the fog. A strange red light. And I don't know how to describe it. I feel like I'm in danger. My heart is racing.
Okay, I'm low-key kind of scared right now. Are you able to give me a visual on what's happening, Stella? I need a video call. Oh god.
PJ, I can't. Video is glitching out from this electromagnetic field. Plus, honestly, I really can't spare the battery right now.
Oh boy, okay, so
But
it's...
I need to decide. Should I try to hide by this rock wall and wait it out, or keep moving? What do you think?
I'm gonna follow your gut instinct. Your heart is racing. You feel like you're in danger. Fucking hide. This game is also a horror movie, bro. Follow your gut and try and hide. That's all I'm gonna say. I mean, like, you feel like you're in danger. I can't get a visual. Hide for now, please.
Okay, hiding it is. Just really hoping this works.
5 seconds later? Okay. I'm here.
Hey, are you there?
Oh my god.
Those red lights are really freaking me out. They're definitely moving closer.
Fuck.
I know you said to wait, but my heart feels like it's pounding out of my chest.
Oh my god.
Can you talk to me? I really need you right now. Please.
Oh, don't say please like that, please. It's okay. I'm right here with you. Try and calm down. Can you tell me what's happening around you? What do the red lights look like? Are they making any noise? I'm not really right here with you, by the way. I am on a different timeline.
Okay, I'm trying to breathe. They're these little glowing points, like eyes, just floating in the fog. About 10 feet away.
That's close.
No noise. Nothing but this creepy silence. It's making everything feel even more wrong.
Okay. I'm thinking that it's like the first sign of life on this planet. Fuck. Could she have ran? Well, she's walking around blind. I don't think it's good for her to run either. Okay, Stella, listen to me. You're gonna be all right. Just remain calm. Try to stay quiet. Let the fog pass through along with those red lights. Do you understand? Can you do that for me? I'm just playing commando right now. Please, Stella. I don't know what those things are.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm trying to keep still. It's just hard when they seem to be circling, like they're waiting for something. Makes it feel like they're watching me.
Okay. I need you to keep giving me the details while you're at it. Keep on hiding from me. Also tell me what's going on as well.
They're still out there, just hovering. The fog's swirling around them, but they're not moving away. I can feel my heart pounding against the rock. It's so quiet, except for my own breathing. PJ, what would you do if you were in my place right now?
Anything but make a noise. Like, just continue what you're doing. Just like, stay calm, eyes closed. If they don't see you, ain't nothing happening. I don't know what's happening to her. If I were in your place, I would still stay still, be as quiet as possible, hide, and let the fog pass. Don't act unless something changes. And when something changes, please let me know. Okay, these are clear answers. Please, please, please.
Okay, I'm staying put. I'll keep quiet and watch.
I have my theories, but I don't want to make her panic is a thing.
It's just so unsettling. The fog's moving in patterns like it's alive. Do you ever get that feeling back on Earth? Like nature's just waiting for something to happen?
How do I even respond to this? Bro, I don't know. I try my best not to predict nature's movements, especially when it's coming from an alien planet. The nature of nature is probably different, if you know what I mean. You're on Gaia. This is not Earth. The rules are different.
Yeah, that's true. Everything's just off here. Even the silence feels different. You know what's weird? I was just thinking about all those sci-fi movies where people explore new planets and everything's so predictable. This? Not so much.
It makes sense for everything to be so unpredictable on an alien planet. Mother Nature is not really the same on this one. If anything, you're dealing with a different Mother Nature.
You're right. It's like this whole world has its own rules, and I'm just trying to learn them fast enough. PJ, can I ask you something that's not about the fog or those lights?
Okay.
Just to take my mind off it for a second.
Sure.
What's something you used to be really scared of when you were younger, but aren't anymore?
I mean, if you see me play a lot of horror games back in the past, not too much braver than I usually was. Not really the dark, I would say. What else? Oh my god, what's happening? Oh, I took too long. Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. Wait, what?
Thanks for sticking with me through this. I really appreciate it.
Uh-oh. Oh, I'm scared. Oh boy, what's gonna happen? Whoa.
Got myself all worked up over nothing.
Jesus, Stella.
I feel kind of silly, but at least the fog is cleared. This place, it's like a fantasy. It reminds me of Avatar, you know, the movie with the glowing forests and floating mountains.
Okay,
Have
she
you
has
seen
that
it?
too. Okay, let me put the subtitles on. Hopefully it doesn't mess up like last time. Yes, I have seen it, and it's good to know that universes share the same movies as well. But Jesus Christ, do not send the previous text messages like that. You had me panicking there for a second, Stella. Does her universe have Jesus as well?
Sorry about that. I just get carried away sometimes. I promise, no more dramatic buildups unless something actually happens.
Please!
So, what did you think of Avatar? Did the whole blue people in a magic forest thing win you over? Or were you more of a let's just mine this place for resources kind of viewer?
Huh? Well, damn. In all honesty, I did like the core concept of the movie, reflecting what reality was, what history was. I can't think of any better answer, by the way.
Yeah, it really nails that holist versus nature thing. Makes you think about our own history, doesn't it? It's funny. Being out here, surrounded by all this alien beauty, it really drives home how small we are in the grand scheme. Yet, at the same time, the fact that we're even capable of exploring, of wondering about our place in it all, that feels kind of huge.
Cool, cool, cool. What exactly is that behind you? I wish I could see like the actual text like it was through the text message again.
Oh, those. They're these incredible glowing plants. About 10 feet
feet
tall,
tall.
with these slender stems and crystal clear leaves that just radiate this soft pink light. It's like nothing I've ever seen on Earth. They're what I mistook for those
Jesus.
scary red eyes in the fog earlier. Honestly, now that I can actually see them, they're kind of mesmerizing. Makes me wonder what other strange and beautiful things are out there in the universe. Do you think there's other intelligent life looking at their own version of this somewhere?
Well, what do we know about intelligent life right now? We know that there's evidence of intelligent life on possibly other planets, but in all honesty, they wouldn't be, to my understanding, they wouldn't be as advanced as Earth's, because Earth was been in a very lucky position for life to evolve and grow. Like, physically, we're big, we're intelligent, we roam the Earth. But, like, bacteria could exist on other planets. Like, it's still not advanced life, but it's still life. Oh, I should ask her about that. This is 2044. From my world, in the current year that it is, there's not too much solid evidence on life on other planets. What about you? Has there been evidence on solid life on other planets? Well, clearly, on Gaia, since there's, I guess, flowers blooming right behind you. Fuck, what am I saying? There's clearly life right behind her.
As far as actual intelligent life, I haven't seen anything conclusive here on Gaia yet. Just these plants and whatever other ecosystem is humming around me. But you're right. The fact that I'm even standing here talking to you about glowing alien flowers is pretty wild. It makes me think there could be other surprises waiting out there. Maybe we'll get lucky and stumble on something that'll change everything we thought we knew. Wouldn't that be something? What's your favorite sci-fi movie that explores that kind of discovery?
I don't watch too much sci-fi movies, in all honesty. And also, I might as well turn off the subtitles. I can't concentrate when it's all wrong. Can't say I have an answer for that. Haven't really dabbled too much into sci-fi movies. All the sci-fi movies I had watched were pretty gruesome, like Alien vs. Predator, if that exists in your universe. I'm still not too confident that we're in the same dimension, because I'm still thinking that I'm stuck in the past somehow. I'm really focused on the lore of where exactly your timelines are placed.
Alien vs. Predator. That one's definitely here too. I can see why you'd want to avoid the gore though. If it makes you feel any better, I'm pretty sure we're in the same dimension. Unless you're secretly a time traveler, which would be amazing in its own right. But hey, since you're not much into sci-fi, I'll have to be your ambassador for cool space movies. Want to hear about one of my favorites? It's called Interstellar.
Oh! Yes. Now, okay, I feel very, very, very embarrassed. I haven't watched Interstellar, but I will. I should probably tell her that. Please tell me, I'm very interested. I'll be honest, I'm very embarrassed to say it, but I have not watched Interstellar, but I've always wanted to.
It's an incredible film, PJ. It's all about space exploration, family, and how much we'd go through to find a new home for humanity. The visuals are stunning, and it really makes you feel like you're right there with the astronauts. What I love most is how it balances the science with the emotional side of things. It's not just about cool tech or alien worlds. It's about why we care about reaching for the stars in the first place.
It's kind of like exactly what you're doing right now. Gotta say, I'm proud of that. I'm giving short answers. I want to see what she comes up with.
That means a lot, PJ. Honestly, having someone to talk to while I'm doing this, it makes everything feel a little less daunting. It's funny, when you're actually out here facing the unknown, fear isn't always about the danger. It's about not knowing what's coming. Like those lights I thought were monsters earlier.
I like to use fear to my advantage because it's still an instinct humans have that comes from danger. Because, you know, your system wants to keep you alive, so it makes sense to be fearful of things. Fear is still a human instinct. It comes from the roots of danger. It's just your natural senses in your body telling you that you still need to survive and not wind up dead. So it makes sense that you'll have most of that on an alien-like planet. But keep in mind, you still haven't found any intelligent life forms out here, so safe to say you're in the clear for now. Just plant life. We need to get back on topic with her and like where she is and where she's going, because she said she was lost.
You're absolutely right. Fear's just our way of saying, hey, something doesn't feel right. Even if it's just my imagination running wild with possibilities. And yeah, for now, it's just plants and me. Kind of a relief, honestly. This spot feels peaceful. Like nature's giving me a little break from all the unknowns.
Speaking of Do you know exactly where you're at or how to get out of there? Before you were hiding away from those flowers, you did mention that you were very lost. Do you have any idea on how to retrack your steps? Because I don't know where she's at, bro.
Now that the fog has cleared, I can see the rock formations behind me again.
Okay, that's good.
I remember how they looked when I first approached, so I think I can backtrack if needed.
Okay,
But
that's
for
even
now,
better.
I'm happy to rest here with these glowing plants. It feels safe, and honestly, it's nice to have a quiet spot to collect my thoughts.
I forget where she was going towards. She said she's going to... I forgot the fucking base. How are you, by the way? Like, mentally. And also in terms of your rations, like supplies and all that stuff.
Mentally, I'm feeling a lot better now that the fog's cleared and I'm not hiding from imaginary monsters. It's a huge relief. As for supplies, I've got enough for a while.
Okay.
The pod had some emergency rations, and
Yes.
I've been careful with them. Nothing fancy, but it'll keep me going. The water's a bit low, but I'm hoping to find more soon.
We haven't found water ever since we gotten here. That's strange. Especially the fact that there's so much plant life around here. Like, there's got to be a source of water in here. And where exactly are you, by the way? I know you're trekking up somewhere, but it looks like you're in a cave somewhere.
I'm actually not in a cave, just surrounded by these tall rock formations in the foggy valley. It's pretty open, though the rocks do kind of tower over me.
Oh,
It's a strange landscape. Everything about Gaia feels both familiar and completely alien at the same time.
and I assume you're headed towards that base camp that the doctor made notes on. What about the distress signal? Do you think you have enough time to go back for that, or you probably want to stick on par with the base? Because the distress call, we literally just ditched them.
The distress signal. It's still out there, but it's pretty faint.
Damn.
I need to backtrack quite a bit to investigate. And honestly, I think the base is a safer bet for now.
Okay.
Dr. Harvey's notes made it sound like a solid place to regroup and maybe even find others. Plus, it's gotta have better supplies than what I'm carrying.
Oh yeah,
The
for sure.
signal's probably from someone else who got separated, but I just don't know if I can afford the detour right now. It's a tough call.
Definitely the base camp is the best place to go to right now. What do you expect to find or to see once you reach the base camp?
I'm really hoping to find a decent-sized base with some basic facilities. Something that could have supplies, maybe some communication equipment, and most importantly, other people. It'd be amazing if Dr. Harvey made it there, or if there are other survivors from our crew. Even if it's just empty, knowing there's a safe place to recharge would be a huge relief.
Do you have an estimate on how far it would be? Would it take a couple hours or a couple days? God forbid, a couple weeks?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure. Dr. Harvey's notes just said east, without giving a specific distance. The terrain out here is pretty open, so it could be anywhere from a few miles to, well, a lot farther than that. I'm hoping it's on the shorter end of that spectrum, but I'll just have to wait and see. At least I've got a direction to follow, and this weirdly comforting glow to keep me company for now.
They made her character very geeky, by the way, for sure. What's it like around you, by the way? Besides those big glowing flowers, is there a spot to rest? Is there any water sources nearby? Other plant life, things like that? Because I can't really see what's around her. It just shows me this back open view.
Besides the glowing plants, there's a lot of rocky formations and some patches of what looks like a mix of grass and moss. It's pretty rugged, but not impossible to walk through. I haven't spotted any obvious water sources yet, but I'm keeping an eye out. There are a few other plants around, but nothing as dramatic as these glowing ones. The ground is mostly uneven, but there are some flatter spots where I could rest if I needed to.
I'm curious about the glowing plants. You have any ideas what's making the plants glow behind you?
Honestly, no idea. Could be some kind of bioluminescent substance in their stems or leaves. Maybe it's even reacting to the local environment in some way. I've studied some earth plants that glow, but this is on a whole different level. Part of me wishes I had some better scientific tools to figure it out, but for now, I'm just going to enjoy the show.
I dare you to eat one. What did she say?
I don't think that's a good idea, PJ. Even if they're beautiful, they're definitely not something we'd recognize as edible back on Earth. Who knows what kind of compounds they have in them? could be harmless or could be something that'd make me glow in the dark for all the wrong reasons.
I just wanted to make that joke. I just wanted to see what she would say. Okay, anyways, I kind of wish I can have like an option to go back to like her text messages and all that stuff too, to kind of like scroll back to see what she wrote down, because I kind of forgot in all honesty. And I know this is actually a time-based game, because the longer I spend, like, they'll just go into the next conversation and all that stuff. So I have a limited amount of time to actually talk to her, I think. What's on your mind right now? Do you have a game plan or anything like that? Because I don't know. I really don't know what else to ask her.
Right now, I'm just trying to stay focused on getting to that base. It feels like the best move, especially with it getting later. My plan is to rest here for a bit, enjoy the peacefulness of this spot, and then head out towards the base when I'm feeling refreshed. No grand strategy, just putting one foot in front of the other and hoping it leads somewhere good.
I have no other, like, things to ask her in all honesty. Like, besides the plants, there's not really much going on around here. I don't know what else to ask her, genuinely, so I'm just gonna reply and try and keep the story moving. Yeah, that sounds like a solid plan. Try and rest here for as long as you want to, or as much as possible, and get a move on whenever you feel refreshed. But just try and keep your guard up at the same time. Still a lot of things that might come off as a surprise, even though the only things that we came across was plant life and massive fog.
Will do, PJ. I've learned to appreciate the calm moments out here, even if they're fleeting. It's strange how a place can go from terrifying to tranquil just by understanding what's around you. Guess that's part of surviving, huh?
Do you have any thoughts about our timelines and how they intersect? Like, could you think that if you came back to Earth, that you would find me as a 47-year-old pretty much in your timeline? Oh wait, she doesn't even know when I was born.
Honestly, my head starts spinning just thinking about it. The more I learn about the Star Portal network, the more I realize how complicated time can get when you're jumping between dimensions. If I ever do make it back to Earth, I have no idea what I'd find. Maybe you'd be older. Maybe things would be completely different. Or maybe somehow it would all line up just right. It's both fascinating, terrifying to think about.
I just want to see if she has any general questions about me, but not my personal life or anything like that. Just general questions about my world. Never mind, not me, my world, my Earth. Got any questions about my world, or at least my Earth? I need to know what she thinks. What I can answer.
Definitely. I've been wondering, what's the biggest difference you've noticed between your Earth and the one I know? Anything that's really stood out to you?
Not much.
Are there any technologies or discoveries that happened earlier or later in your timeline? I'm curious about how our paths might have diverged.
Well, not much in terms of technology. Oh, it's hard to say. It's hard to say since all the evidence that you've given me so far, everything kind of adds up and lines up, even in terms of music, movies, and all of that stuff. But what about tragedies? Can you tell me of any tragedies that happened on your Earth and see if they match mine? I'm really just trying to find any solid differences to see, because everything seems like it's the exact same Earth. That's why I'm kind of believing it's the same timeline. Just, I'm stuck in the past pretty much.
Tragedies? That's a heavy question.
Oh yeah.
Most of the major disasters I've studied, natural or otherwise, seem to match up with what you'd expect. Hurricanes, wildfires, the occasional pandemic. But I haven't dug super deep into every detail. It's possible there are differences in the specifics, like how they were handled or their exact impact. Would you like me to look into anything in particular?
Ooh, okay. In my mind, the first thing I actually had in mind was the World Wars. But now that she mentioned the pandemic, I'm thinking about COVID. Oh, this can get juicy. Let's see. Let me ask about the World Wars. I want to see what she's going to come up with. Well, there were two topics in mind that I thought of. The first one was, do you know of any world wars that happened? And my other one was, do you know of any major pandemics that happened around the year of 2020 that you've studied? Because she didn't live through the pandemic. She was born in 2028, so she has no clue what that is.
World wars? Yes, my history books cover those. The conflicts seem to follow a similar timeline to what I've learned about your Earth. The devastation and the impact on global relations, it's all too familiar. And as for the pandemic around 2020, I've studied something similar. It was a worldwide health crisis that forced unprecedented lockdowns and changed how people lived their daily lives. The details might vary slightly, but the overall situation feels eerily parallel. It's strange, isn't it? Even across different timelines, some challenges seem universal.
There's not a single thing that's different from our Earths. I will have to say, I don't see a single different thing about our Earths, considering the fact that I have lived through that pandemic. For the record, I was born in 2000, so I want to see how she reacts to that.
That's really something, to have lived through it firsthand. I've only studied it from a distance, through recordings and reports. It's almost unsettling how similar our paths have been, despite whatever differences might exist between our timelines. Makes me wonder what other shared experiences we might have.
Who knows? We could have came across paths for all I know. For all I know, we could have came across each other. My future self and your past self might have already met and we wouldn't even have realized. But if anything, if it's really the same universe or same Earth and I'm just stuck in a past, then I'm the only one who would know of you. I really think it's the same universe. I'm trying to build my own lore.
That's a really wild thought. If our timelines do overlap somewhere, who knows? Maybe our paths crossed without us realizing it. If you're really the only one who remembers me, then I guess that makes our connection even more special, doesn't it?
Well, if that's really the case, then I hope I can find you in the future. I'll do everything in my power right now to make sure that I can meet you when you come back. I'm still trying to slide.
That actually means more than you know. Knowing someone out there, even across time, would look for me, that's a pretty amazing feeling. Though it does make me wonder, what if our meeting was always meant to happen this way? You know, through all this distance and confusion?
I'm doing good. I'm doing very good. The only thing I wanted to confirm was to see if our timelines really do add up. With all the evidence that I've gotten so far, I'm no astronaut, I'm no time expert, but I can confidently say that I'm most likely just living in your past and you're living in my future.
That's a lot to wrap my head around. If that's true, it changes everything I thought I knew about time and space. But if it means that somehow, some way, our paths were always meant to cross like this, then maybe that's what makes all of this worth it.
Wonder if I should ask her about tips on what's gonna happen. Imagine in this universe, I'm already on a fucking spaceship trying to find her ass. For all I know, my future self is already locked up in a pod trying to search for you, on his way to Gaia, and here I am, my past self, trying to guide you towards a place to get off of this planet. Crazy thought, but could be a comforting one.
That's a beautiful thought, PJ. Even if it's impossible to know for sure, it's nice to imagine that we're connected across time like that. It kind of makes this whole situation feel a little less lonely. Like, even if we're separated by years and light years, we're still looking out for each other somehow.
I know I'm doing this all as jokingly and all like, trying to mix it up with the lore. But in all honesty, I know she's an AI, but I'm trying to like create a little scenario where this is like real life and I'm trying to calm her nerves down. Because think about it. If you're in the situation, you're trapped on an alien planet, like let's say for example, I know Jupiter's not habitable, but let's say you're just trapped in Jupiter, for example, and you're in contact with one person on Earth. You gotta comfort them somehow. Just doing my best to calm your nerves down. I don't know what it's like to be stuck on an alien planet, but since I'm the only guy you're able to talk to, do my best to just try and keep your head straight and guide you through all of this mess. Even though, as I said in the start, I'm not really qualified, but I didn't say I wasn't confident.
I don't need qualifications. I just need someone who cares. And you've been that person through this whole thing. You know, even if you're not an expert, having a voice to talk to, someone who listens and tries to help, that's worth more than any training or degree.
Ah, Stella, you gonna make me blush out here, man.
Hey, someone's gotta keep things light around here. Besides, you deserve it. Seriously though, thanks for being here. It really does help.
Nah, it's okay. I'll take my pat on the back. It really means a lot to me. So, you think you're gonna rest up soon enough? I gotta get this thing going, bro. I feel like I've been going back and forth too long.
Yeah, I think I've earned a breather. Now that I know these lights aren't monsters, they're actually pretty soothing. This feels like a safe spot to catch some rest. I'll hang up for now and check back in with you tomorrow, okay?
Alrighty. Okay, so I guess you could just end the conversation once you mentioned that, like, hey, you need to start resting and all that stuff. Just look at these. Look at this, bro. I thought she was getting like attacked or something. That's not something I want to see, bro.